Welcome back to ZOS Introduction. This is the 20th video in the series. The learning objective is to describe the format of ZOS messages, describe a component identifier, describe the difference between base elements and optional features, describe the system log format. The ZOS environment is a collection of components, where a component is a collection of modules. Base components are included in the operating system. Base components are also known as elements. Optional components are installed in addition to the base components. Optional components are also known as features. These collection of components, both base and optional, are assigned a unique prefix. A uniquely assigned component prefix is typically 3 characters. An example component prefix is IKJ, which is a unique prefix for TSO base component. Base component modules with IKJ prefix belong to TSO, such as IKJ EFT01, which is the program executed to start a TSO interactive session. An IBM manual, the MVS diagnosis reference, has a table of module prefixes with associated component name. This same unique prefix used for component module names is also used for system messages written by the component. This is a very convenient way to know what component is writing a system message. The system has a standard message format with 3 parts. Part 1 is optional and rarely seen, which is a message reply identifier in the event the system is expecting an operator or automated procedure response to the message. Part 2 is the message identifier, as the example showing IKJ 56646I. Part 3 is the message text, which is a brief explanation. The chart shows more detail about ZOS message format. Part 2 of the message format has a message identifier that begins with the unique component prefix, optional subcomponent characters, a unique message number for the component, and finally, an optional message suffix such as I that would identify the message as informational. The chart example shows message identifier IKJ144I, where IKJ is the component prefix, no subcomponent character is present, 144 is the unique message number for the component, and last is the message identifier suffix of I, meaning the message is informational. The ability to read and interpret messages is an important skill within any operating system environment. ZOS messages follow a format which enables an experienced technician to quickly identify who wrote the message and why the message was written. Messages provide the ability to assess the status of the operating system, optional software products, and applications. The MVS System Messages Manual has more detail about a component message. A more detailed explanation followed by optional system action, response, and problem determination based upon the message. The system message found in the System Messages Manual will include response instruction directed to the operator, user, systems programmer, storage administrator, or security administrator based upon the message. Observe the System Messages Manual includes source information about the element, product, or component that issued the message. The system log, syslog, is a chronological listing of messages about ZOS system activity and other major middleware software products using ZOS services, such as TSO, CICS, DB2, WebSphere, etc. writing informational warning, error, and action messages to the system log. The output of system commands are written to the syslog. When an unexpected system problem occurs, the syslog is the first place to look to gather information about the problem. The system log data records are written with a predictable format. A character in column 1 indicates the record type, such as a single line record, a multiple line record, or if a reply is required for the message written. If a character is written in column 2, then a system command was involved with writing the record, such as command input, command response, or if the command was an internally generated command. Columns 3 through 9 are a routing code, which provides for system programmer environment customization to route specific messages to consoles in specific parts of the data center, such as print operations, tape management operations, etc. The chart is an example of system log message. The first data record has N in column 1 and C in column 2. The N indicates the data record is a single line data record. The C indicates the data record is a system command input, which is display IPL info. The second data record has M in column 1 and R in column 2. The M indicates the data record is the first data record in a multiple line data record. The R indicates the data record is a system command response, which is message ID IEE254I, followed by message text. The 3rd through 9th data record has D in column 1 and R in column 2. The D indicates the data record is a one of the records in a multiple line data record. The R indicates the data record is a part of the system command response. The 10th data record has an E in column 1 and an R in column 2. The E indicates the data record is the last data record of the multiple line data records. The last line is a single line data record. Column 1 is N, column 2 is blank. A command was not involved and the message ID is ICH 7000I, which is an unsolicited informational message written to the system log. ZOS Internet Library Bookshelf, ZOS MVS, has 2 manuals that can advance your knowledge of components: the message format and the system log, the MVS diagnosis reference, and the introduction in MVS System Messages Volume 1. In summary, you are better able to describe the format of ZOS messages, describe a component identifier, describe the difference between base elements and the optional features, and describe the system log format. Thank you for your time.